now be moving in two different directions, and if I don't speak up right now, I'm gonna be miserable. This all this provoking, that's what they want to do, man. This is whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them clear that out because I promise you. We're gonna walk straight to the listen, I promise you. One of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy. Let's go.
Let's go get some.
Mendeecees Harris, known from Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta, has finally shared why he walked away from the show that made him famous. For years, fans followed his journey, watching him face challenges, work through past mistakes, and build a life with his wife, Yandy Smith Harris. But behind the scenes, things weren't as simple as they seemed. In a recent interview, he opened up about the personal and professional reasons behind his decision to leave. For a long time, Mendeecees let the cameras capture his life, both the good and the bad. From serving time in prison to rebuilding his career and being a father, viewers connected with his story. But over time, he started to feel like the show wasn't showing his real life anymore. Instead, it was shaping a version of him that didn't feel true. One of the biggest reasons he left was to focus on his family. He admitted that being on reality TV was affecting his personal life, especially his marriage and his time with his children. The constant drama the show demanded took away from what mattered most to him. Eventually, he realized he had to step back. "My family became my priority," he said. "I had to take a step back and focus on what really matters: my wife, my kids, and myself." But family wasn't the only reason. Behind the scenes, tensions with the show's producers had been growing. Mendeecees felt frustrated with how his life was being portrayed. Some parts of his story were exaggerated or changed just to add more drama. While he understood reality TV needed entertainment, he didn't want to be part of something that felt scripted. "I'm not that guy anymore," he explained. "The drama became too much. It wasn't real to me. I wanted to show people who I really was, not just play a role that fit their storyline." Over time, he felt the show blurred the lines between real life and entertainment too much. The pressure to stir up conflict for ratings was starting to take a toll on him. Walking away was his way of taking control of his life and focusing on what truly mattered. There were also rumors that his exit lined up with his growing business interests. After prison, Mendeecees was determined to build a better future for himself and his family. He started working on business ventures, and reality TV started feeling like a distraction instead of an opportunity. Instead of being stuck in the same cycle of drama, he wanted to focus on building his businesses and setting up a stable future. It became clear that reality TV wasn't the right path for him anymore. His departure was a big change not just for him, but for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Fans were sad to see him go, especially since he had been such a key part of the show. His journey, from overcoming struggles to working on his marriage, kept people watching. Without him, many wondered how the show would move forward without one of its most genuine and relatable stars. Despite stepping away from reality TV, Mendeecees has stayed positive about the future. He has been focused on growing his businesses, especially in real estate and fashion. He also stays active on social media, sharing updates on his personal growth and new projects. Fans have continued to support him, praising his decision to put his family first. Many admire him for stepping away from the spotlight to live a life that truly reflects his values. Looking ahead, Mendeecees has no plans to return to reality TV. Love and Hip Hop was an important part of his past, but he no longer sees it as the right place for him. Instead, he's focused on new opportunities that allow him to be himself, without the pressure of manufactured drama. His time on the show may be over, but his journey isn't. Now he's working toward a future that reflects his growth, his goals, and most importantly, his dedication to his family. For him, leaving reality TV wasn't about giving up fame. It was about choosing a better, more meaningful life.
I'll be moving in two different directions, and if I don't speak up right now, I'm gonna be miserable. This all this provoking. That's what they want to do, man. This is whack.
See, bitches get threatened when they can't handle the truth. They want to start swinging.
Wait, hold on. Let them clear that out because I promise
We're gonna
you.
walk straight
No,
to the
listen.
car.
I promise you. One of these girls grab you, I'm gonna go crazy.
Get out of here, bro.
Mendeecees Harris, known from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, has finally opened up about why he left the show that made him famous. For years, fans watched his journey, from his troubled past to his life with his wife, Yandy Smith Harris. But behind the cameras, things weren't as simple as they seemed. In a recent interview, Mendeecees shared that his decision to leave was both personal and professional. He had spent years letting the world see his struggles and successes, but over time, he felt the show no longer reflected who he really was. His biggest reason for stepping away was to focus on his family. He admitted that being on TV had started to take a toll on his personal life, especially his marriage and his relationship with his children. Reality TV thrives on conflict, which meant less time for the people who mattered most. He realized he needed to put his family first. "My family became my priority," he said. "I had to take a step back and focus on what really matters: my wife, my kids, and myself." But that wasn't the only reason. People close to the show revealed that tensions between Mendeecees and the producers had been growing. He was frustrated with how his life was being portrayed. He felt that some parts of his story were exaggerated or changed just to create more drama. After working hard to turn his life around, he no longer wanted to be part of something that didn't feel real. "I'm not that guy anymore," he explained. "The drama became too much. It wasn't real to me. I wanted people to see the real me, not just a TV character." Mendeecees also felt that the show had blurred the line between real life and entertainment. The pressure to keep stirring up conflicts was affecting his well-being. Walking away was his way of taking control and focusing on what truly mattered. There were also rumors that his exit came as he was focusing more on business. After serving time in prison, he was determined to build a better future for himself and his family. At first, reality TV seemed like a good opportunity. But as his goals changed, it started feeling more like a distraction. His departure was a major shift, not just for him, but also for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Fans were disappointed to see one of the show's most relatable cast members leave. His honesty about his past and his relationship struggles with Yandy made him a fan favorite. With him gone, many wondered how the show would move forward. Despite leaving, Mendeecees has stayed focused on his next chapter. He's been working on his businesses, especially in real estate and fashion, and sharing his journey on social media. His fans have supported his decision, praising him for choosing family and personal growth over reality TV drama. Looking ahead, Mendeecees has no plans to return to reality television. While Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was a big part of his past, he no longer sees it as the right path. Now, he's focused on new opportunities that let him be himself, without the pressure of made-for-TV conflict. His departure proves that sometimes walking away from the spotlight is the best way to move forward.